Most people look at a pumpkin and think of decoration or maybe a soup. If you ever stop to notice the real treasure hidden inside, those tiny, flat, green seeds that most people either roast for fun or throw away. But what if I told you that these little seeds hold one of the most overlooked secrets to your health? What if the way you eat them, the amount you consume, and the form you choose could determine whether they help your body heal or silently harm it? Pumpkin seeds are not just snacks, they are biological tools loaded with compounds that speak directly to your body's cells. Zinc for immune strength, magnesium for heart rhythm, omega-3 fats for cellular repair, and antioxidants that protect your DNA. They carry plant-based proteins that your muscles recognize and absorb with ease. But here's the shocking part. Most people eat them wrong. They overheat them, oversalt them, or combine them with sugar. In doing so, they destroy the very nutrients that make these seeds powerful. When pumpkin seeds are roasted at high temperatures, the delicate omega-3 fats begin to oxidize. That means they lose their anti-inflammatory power and instead create free radicals that inflame your gut and blood vessels. And when companies coat them with salt or seasonings for taste, you're not getting a healthy snack, you're getting a disguised sodium bomb that strains your kidneys and raises blood pressure. The body wanted healing, but what it got was damage dressed up as flavor. Nature never intended pumpkin seeds to be consumed this way. In their raw or lightly toasted form, they're medicine. They tell your cells to calm inflammation, balance hormones, and even improve sleep through natural tryptophan that supports melatonin production. But our modern habits have transformed them from protectors into pollutants. And that's the hidden truth almost no one talks about. Let's go deeper into what makes these seeds extraordinary. Zinc, one of their most abundant minerals, is like a key that unlocks hundreds of enzymes in your body. It builds your immune cells, repairs your gut lining, and supports testosterone and fertility. In fact, cultures that consume pumpkin seeds traditionally, not as snacks but as part of meals, have lower rates of prostate disorders and hormonal imbalances. Yet many people are zinc deficient because their diet lacks unprocessed, natural sources like pumpkin seeds. Then there's magnesium, the quiet hero of more than 300 biochemical reactions. It helps your blood vessels relax, keeps your heart rhythm steady, and supports deep sleep. A single handful of raw pumpkin seeds gives you almost half of your daily magnesium needs. But when the seeds are roasted with oils, that magnesium becomes harder to absorb. The body craves it, but the processing robs it. The story doesn't stop there. Inside those seeds is a compound called phytosterol, a plant molecule that looks so much like cholesterol that it tricks your digestive system. When you eat it, less cholesterol gets absorbed into your bloodstream. That means pumpkin seeds can naturally help regulate cholesterol levels without the side effects of medication. But again, processing and flavoring strip away these compounds, leaving behind empty calories instead of healing molecules. Even the protein in pumpkin seeds is different. It's plant-based, complete, and loaded with amino acids that help your body repair tissues, muscles, and skin. This is not the protein that clogs your arteries or burdens your kidneys. It's a protein your body recognizes as fuel. Yet in most people's diets, it's ignored because of marketing that glorifies animal protein. The quiet, humble pumpkin seed is outshined by flashier foods. But nature doesn't care about labels. It only responds to what truly nourishes your cells. But here's the twist that few understand. Eating too many pumpkin seeds can backfire. They are dense in calories and fats. A small handful nourishes you, but large quantities overwhelm your digestive system and can cause bloating, gas, or even nutrient imbalance. When we say something is healthy, we often believe more must be better. But that's not how biology works. Balance is the law of life. The right amount heals, the excess harms. There's also the issue of contamination. Pumpkin seeds grown in polluted soil or stored improperly can carry molds that produce aflatoxins, invisible toxins linked to liver stress and even cancer. The shocking truth is that not all pumpkin seeds are created equal. Organic, fresh, and raw seeds protect you. Cheap, mass-produced, over-roasted seeds can quietly hurt you. It's not about the food alone. It's about the way it's grown, prepared, and consumed. When you eat pumpkin seeds mindfully, you activate a cascade of healing. Zinc rebuilds, magnesium restores, healthy fats calm inflammation, protein repairs, phytosterols protect your heart. Every handful becomes a signal to your body that says, you are safe, you are supported, you can heal. But when you eat them carelessly, roasted at high heat, drenched in salt, or combined with sugary trail mixes, you send the opposite signal. You feed inflammation, oxidative stress, and hormonal chaos. The same seed that could have been your medicine becomes your burden. That's the irony of modern nutrition. The line between healing and harm is not what you eat, but how you eat it. So next time you pick up a handful of pumpkin seeds, remember this: nature designed them as tiny packets of restoration. They are meant to support your immunity, calm your nerves, and rebuild your energy at a cellular level, but they demand respect. Eat them raw or gently roasted, unsalted, and in moderation. Store them in glass jars away from heat and light. Let them be part of a meal, sprinkled on salads, blended into smoothies, or added to yogurt. Not just a late night snack. The shocking truth about pumpkin seeds is not that they're harmful. It's that most people are harming them before they ever reach their body. These little seeds are nature's quiet gift, but only if you listen to what they're trying to tell you. Your body doesn't just want food. It wants information. And every pumpkin seed carries a message of health if you know how to read it. When we think of foods that can change our health, we often imagine exotic superfoods or rare supplements found in faraway places. But the truth is, some of the most powerful healers sit quietly in plain sight, like pumpkin seeds. They don't shout for attention, they don't look glamorous, yet they hold deep intelligence. These seeds are designed by nature to protect, to rebuild, to restore. But what few people realize is that the way you interact with them can determine whether that intelligence helps you thrive or slowly fades away inside your body, unused and misunderstood. Inside every pumpkin seed lies a library of biochemical instructions. Think of it as a microchip, coated with zinc, magnesium, manganese, iron, vitamin E, and powerful plant antioxidants like lignans and carotenoids. Each of these nutrients has a job, a mission, a language. When you eat them in their natural form, they communicate with your immune system, your hormones, your blood vessels, and even your brain. They whisper to your cells, guiding them to heal and balance. But if you interrupt that language with heat, with processing, with chemicals, the message is lost. Let's talk about what happens when those instructions reach your body. Imagine you're under chronic stress. Your immune system is working overtime. Your sleep is shallow, and your digestion is irregular. In that state, your cells are inflamed, your hormones are disrupted, and your body is searching for balance. The magnesium in pumpkin seed steps in like a conductor guiding an orchestra. It helps your muscles relax, your blood vessels open, and your nervous system quiet down. At the same time, zinc activates immune cells to repair the tiny microtears in your tissues, helping your body recover from stress-induced damage. This is not magic, it's molecular precision. Pumpkin seeds also have the unique ability to influence your gut health. Hidden inside their fibrous shell and green core are prebiotic fibers, the food your good gut bacteria crave. When those bacteria are well fed, they produce short, chain fatty acids that calm inflammation throughout your body. But when you eat roasted, salted pumpkin seeds covered in oils, you're not feeding the bacteria that protect you. You're feeding the ones that inflame you. The same seed can either nurture harmony or chaos, depending on how you treat it. A few people realize that the fats inside pumpkin seeds are among the most delicate in nature. They contain both omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, which are essential but fragile. When exposed to high heat, they become rancid, producing toxic lipid peroxides that can damage cell membranes and accelerate aging. This is why raw or gently toasted seeds are far superior. When eaten properly, these fats lubricate your joints, support brain function, and keep your skin youthful and resilient. They are literally part of the membrane of every cell in your body. When you damage them through heat or processing, you damage your own cellular architecture. There's another layer of wisdom hidden in pumpkin seeds: their effect on hormonal balance. For men, the zinc in pumpkin seeds is a direct ally of the prostate. It helps prevent enlargement, supports fertility, and protects against oxidative damage that can lead to cellular mutations. For women, pumpkin seeds are part of what traditional medicine calls seed cycling, a natural way to balance estrogen and progesterone during the menstrual cycle. The lignans in these seeds help regulate estrogen levels, preventing the highs and lows that lead to mood swings, fatigue, and PMS symptoms. It's astonishing that something so small can speak the language of hormones so fluently. In 1 cup of pumpkin seeds, there are over 12 grams of protein. But unlike heavy, inflammatory animal proteins, this one comes with fiber, antioxidants, and minerals. It helps stabilize blood sugar, rebuild muscle, and repair tissues without spiking insulin or straining your kidneys. It's the kind of protein evolution designed us to thrive on: clean, plant-based, and deeply restorative. When you eat it regularly, your body learns efficiency. It learns to build, not break down. But what's even more shocking is that pumpkin seeds are a silent fighter against metabolic disease. The combination of magnesium and healthy fats helps improve insulin sensitivity, which means your body uses sugar more effectively instead of storing it as fat. Studies have shown that people who consume magnesium-rich foods like pumpkin seeds have lower risks of type 2 diabetes, hypertension, and even sudden cardiac events. This isn't coincidence, it's communication between your food and your genes. There's something deeply poetic about how these seeds support the body's natural defenses. Inside your bloodstream are molecules called reactive oxygen species, tiny sparks of metabolism that in excess can burn your tissues from within. The vitamin E and phenolic antioxidants in pumpkin seeds act like firefighters, neutralizing those sparks before they turn into inflammation. But this antioxidant protection doesn't just make you feel better, it literally slows down the aging of your cells. Your skin looks brighter, your energy stabilizes, your brain stays sharper. The connection between these tiny seeds and longevity is more powerful than most people realize. Even your mood is touched by them. Magnesium supports serotonin production, the neurotransmitter responsible for feelings of calm and happiness. The tryptophan inside pumpkin seeds serves as a precursor for serotonin and melatonin, the sleep hormone. So, when you eat a handful of pumpkin seeds before bed, you're not just snacking. You're programming your brain for rest and repair. Sleep deepens, anxiety fades, and your body wakes up more balanced. It's a form of nutritional therapy hidden inside a simple seed. Now let's uncover another truth: the soil story. Pumpkin seeds mirror the health of the soil they grow in. When that soil is rich in minerals and organic matter, the seeds absorb its vitality. But when it's drenched in pesticides, fertilizers, or heavy metals, the seeds carry that toxicity into your body. The minerals may still be there, but their energetic quality changes. Instead of nourishing you, they can create stress at a cellular level. That's why sourcing matters. Organic pumpkin seeds aren't a trend, they're a necessity for true healing. You're not just eating seeds. You're eating the environment they grew in. Pumpkin seeds also offer protection on a microbial level. They contain natural compounds called cucurbitacins, bitter plant molecules that have anti-parasitic and antifungal properties. Traditional cultures use them to clear intestinal parasites, cleanse the liver, and rejuvenate the gut. Modern science now confirms what ancient wisdom already knew. Pumpkin seeds can help eliminate harmful microbes and support your body's detoxification systems. But again, when we over-roast or refine these seeds, those beneficial compounds are destroyed. Think about how disconnected our modern diets have become from the intelligence of nature. We eat for convenience, not communication. We chase taste instead of truth. Pumpkin seeds are a reminder that healing doesn't come from complexity. It comes from simplicity done right. You don't need pills or powders when you understand what your body truly needs and how to deliver it. When people talk about inflammation, they often imagine it as something external: swelling, redness, pain. But internal inflammation is quiet and deadly. It lives in your arteries, your brain, your gut. It ages you faster than time. The antioxidants in pumpkin seeds, particularly vitamin E, carotenoids, and phenolic acids, act like molecular peacekeepers, calming those internal fires. They reduce C-reactive protein levels, a marker of inflammation, and help protect your brain from neurodegenerative changes that lead to memory loss. Each seed is like a micro dose of protection, building resilience one handful at a time. Let's also talk about digestion. Pumpkin seeds are rich in insoluble fiber, which helps sweep toxins and waste out of your body. This is one of the most underrated aspects of their power. A sluggish gut is a sluggish immune system. When your digestion slows, toxins linger and inflammation grows. The fiber in pumpkin seeds acts like a gentle broom, keeping your system clear and your microbiome thriving. But this only works when you eat whole, unprocessed seeds. Once they're crushed into bars or blended with sugar, that fiber loses its integrity. We often underestimate how much the texture and energy of a food matters. A handful of whole seeds eaten slowly, chewed well, and digested consciously delivers a different message to your body than a processed pumpkin seed snack eaten on the go. Your saliva, your gut enzymes, your microbiota, they all respond differently when you're present with your food. The ancient act of chewing itself begins a cascade of digestive signals that tell your stomach to release acids and your pancreas to release enzymes. The body doesn't just digest food, it interacts with it. Pumpkin seeds are also protectors of your heart. Their magnesium and potassium content help your arteries relax and prevent blood vessel stiffness. The phytosterols lower LDL cholesterol naturally, while the antioxidants protect your lipids from oxidation. The real trigger behind arterial plaque. When eaten daily in moderation, they gently tune your cardiovascular system, reducing the risk of hypertension and stroke. This is food as therapy, not just fuel. In the quiet chemistry of these seeds, there's also a lesson about balance. They contain both omega-3 and omega-6 fats, which in harmony help maintain cell fluidity and reduce inflammation. But when you process them or pair them with unhealthy oils, that ratio shifts and the benefits vanish. It's a reminder that health isn't about extremes. It's about proportion. The body doesn't want too much or too little. It wants alignment. Even the way pumpkin seeds interact with your blood sugar is profound. Their combination of healthy fats, protein, and fiber slows down carbohydrate absorption, preventing insulin spikes. For people struggling with cravings, mood swings, or fatigue after meals, pumpkin seeds offer steady energy without the crash. They teach your metabolism to stay calm, to trust the process of nourishment instead of reacting in panic. And perhaps the most overlooked gift of pumpkin seeds is how they support cellular renewal. The minerals, proteins, and antioxidants within them feed the mitochondria, the powerhouses of your cells. Strong mitochondria mean better energy, faster repair, and a slower aging process. Every time you eat them right, you're not just feeding your hunger, you're rebuilding your biology. Now think about what this means on a daily scale. One small change, switching from roasted, salted pumpkin seeds to raw, organic ones, can transform your relationship with your body's chemistry. Within weeks, your energy may rise, your sleep may deepen, your digestion may calm, and your skin may glow. It's not because of a miracle. It's because your body is finally receiving information it can understand. In traditional medicine, pumpkin seeds were never just food. They were part of rituals for cleansing and renewal. They were believed to expel negativity, not just parasites or toxins, but emotional heaviness. And when you understand their biochemical effect, you see that this ancient belief had a scientific foundation. By cleansing the gut, balancing hormones, and calming inflammation, they lift both physical and emotional weight. You literally feel lighter. Every time you eat, you're making a choice that either strengthens your body's healing intelligence or weakens it. Pumpkin seeds may look small, but they represent a powerful idea that true medicine can be quiet, humble, and natural. That healing doesn't come from laboratories alone, but from listening to the wisdom encoded in food. The shocking truth isn't that these seeds are special. It's that we forgot how special they are. Their strength lies not in what they promise, but in how faithfully they mirror the laws of nature. They ask for respect, moderation, and attention. And when you give them that, they respond with vitality, clarity, and renewal. When you eat them with awareness, you're participating in a conversation with your own biology. One that's been waiting patiently for you to listen again. The deeper you look at pumpkin seeds, the more you begin to realize that their value isn't just in nutrients or numbers on a label. It's in how those nutrients interact, how they orchestrate healing within the body. Each mineral, each antioxidant, each molecule inside that seed plays a role. Not in isolation, but in harmony. It's like a symphony where every note is purpose, and when you eat them in the way nature intended, that harmony plays inside your cells. Your body doesn't work in fragments. Every system is connected. Your gut, your brain, your immune response, your hormones, even your emotions. Pumpkin seeds are one of those rare foods that speak to all of them at once. When their nutrients enter your bloodstream, they travel to different organs with specific instructions: repair, restore, balance. Zinc goes to the thymus to activate immune cells. Magnesium moves to your muscles and blood vessels to relax them. Iron helps deliver oxygen more efficiently. Antioxidants protect the membranes of every cell they pass through. Nothing is random. But imagine what happens when that process is disrupted. When pumpkin seeds are processed under high heat, stored in plastic, or coated in artificial flavorings, the molecular conversation breaks down. The antioxidants lose their power, the fats become toxic, and the minerals oxidize. Your body still recognizes the food as something, but it doesn't understand it anymore. Instead of harmony, it gets noise. Inflammation rises, hormones misfire, and fatigue settles in. That's why it's not just about what you eat. It's about how it's prepared and how your body receives it. The magnesium in pumpkin seeds deserves special attention because it's one of the most underestimated nutrients in modern life. Most people are deficient without realizing it. This one mineral controls energy production in your mitochondria, keeps your heart rhythm steady, supports muscle recovery, and even modulates the stress response in your brain. When you eat foods rich in magnesium, like raw pumpkin seeds, you're literally giving your cells the spark they need to function properly. Without it, everything slows down: metabolism, healing, focus, and even your mood. Magnesium also partners with calcium and potassium to control the electrical balance in your heart and nervous system. When those levels are off, you feel it in anxiety, insomnia, muscle cramps, or palpitations. And while people reach for supplements, a few realize that nature already designed a perfect source for them. The key is respect. The body absorbs minerals better when they come bound with natural cofactors, and pumpkin seeds provide exactly that. When you chew them slowly, you activate enzymes that release magnesium and zinc in their most bioavailable form, allowing them to travel efficiently to where they're needed most. Pumpkin seeds also contain arginine, an amino acid that boosts nitric oxide production. Nitric oxide is a gas your blood vessels produce to expand and improve circulation. It helps lower blood pressure, enhance oxygen delivery, and protect your heart. This same compound is the reason your brain feels clearer and your muscles recover faster when you eat these seeds regularly. It's nature's way of keeping your blood flowing freely, reducing the risk of clots or stiffness. And unlike synthetic supplements, the nitric oxide from whole foods comes balanced, without side effects. Then there's the power of antioxidants like tocopherols and carotenoids. These are molecules that guard your cells from oxidative stress, the silent force behind premature aging, joint pain, and chronic diseases. When you consume pumpkin seeds, these antioxidants work at a microscopic level, neutralizing free radicals before they can damage your DNA. They even help regenerate vitamin C and glutathione, your body's own master antioxidant. This creates a feedback loop of protection, where every seed contributes to cellular resilience. There's a deeper beauty in how pumpkin seeds interact with your liver. The liver is your body's natural filter. It processes everything you eat, every toxin you encounter, every hormone you produce. Over time, it becomes burdened, especially by processed foods, alcohol, or environmental chemicals. Pumpkin seeds contain compounds that assist in detoxification, particularly their chlorophyll and phytosterols. Chlorophyll binds to toxins and heavy metals, helping your body eliminate them naturally. Phytosterols compete with cholesterol in your digestive tract, reducing absorption and supporting liver function. This isn't just cleansing, it's cellular housekeeping. People often underestimate how emotional health and physical health are intertwined. The magnesium and tryptophan in pumpkin seeds directly influence neurotransmitter balance. They help your brain produce serotonin, the chemical of calm, contentment, and focus. That's why ancient cultures used pumpkin seeds not only for strength and fertility, but also for emotional stability. They recognized that mood wasn't separate from nourishment. In modern life, when anxiety and insomnia are common, this ancient truth matters more than ever. A handful of pumpkin seeds in the evening, rich in tryptophan and magnesium, can guide the body into deep, restorative sleep. There's another layer to their story: the immune intelligence they carry. The zinc content in pumpkin seeds directly enhances your body's ability to fight infections, heal wounds, and regulate inflammation. Zinc is the commander of immune cells, ensuring they attack pathogens without damaging healthy tissue. During a cold or flu, your zinc levels drop rapidly because the immune system consumes it like fuel. Eating pumpkin seeds daily keeps that reservoir full, ready for defense. But the secret is that zinc doesn't work alone. It needs synergy with vitamin E and antioxidants, both of which are also found in pumpkin seeds. And nature designs nothing by accident. In men, this same zinc supports prostate health and testosterone balance. It reduces inflammation in the prostate gland and protects cells from oxidative damage. For women, the combination of zinc and magnesium helps regulate the menstrual cycle, reduce cramps, and support fertility. These are not separate benefits. They are connected through the body's hormonal orchestra. Food speaks the same language in everyone, but it adapts its tone to what the body needs most. Another hidden strength of pumpkin seeds lies in their ability to stabilize blood sugar. Their unique balance of protein, fiber, and healthy fats slows the release of glucose into the bloodstream. That means fewer sugar spikes, fewer crashes, and steadier energy throughout the day. For people dealing with insulin resistance or prediabetes, this is powerful. It's not a cure, it's alignment. The body doesn't want to fight with food. It wants food that cooperates with its rhythm. The plant sterols inside these seeds also play a remarkable role in heart health. They mimic the structure of cholesterol, blocking its absorption and gently lowering LDL levels. Unlike synthetic statins, they don't disrupt liver function or cause fatigue. They simply restore balance the way nature intended, through mimicry and moderation. This is how food works as medicine. It doesn't force, it teaches. Even their texture and structure hold meaning. The seed's hard outer shell protects the delicate inner life within, a metaphor for how our own outer habits protect or endanger the vitality inside us. When you crack open that shell and consume the kernel in its natural form, you're symbolically releasing that inner potential. You're participating in nature's cycle of protection and renewal. Modern agriculture and convenience have made us forget this relationship. The average person now eats pumpkin seeds as part of flavored bars, roasted mixes, or coated snacks. The nutrient density may still exist on paper, but the living intelligence of the food is gone. The energy that once communicated healing has been replaced with additives and preservatives that confuse the body. Healing begins not when you add more supplements, but when you remove the noise and return to simplicity. Pumpkin seeds also play a subtle but powerful role in gut immunity. 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. The natural oils and fibers in these seeds feed beneficial bacteria that, in turn, produce compounds like butyrate, a short-chain fatty acid that nourishes your intestinal lining. A healthy gut wall means fewer toxins leaking into your bloodstream, a fewer immune flare-ups, and more efficient nutrient absorption. This is how the body protects itself from the inside out. But for all their strength, pumpkin seeds require balance. Too much of anything, even something healing, can become a burden. Eating large quantities daily without moderation can overload your digestive tract and cause discomfort. Their fats, while beneficial, are dense. Your liver and pancreas need time to process them. Moderation ensures that your body extracts what it needs without strain. A small handful, 2 tablespoons, is often enough to activate their healing potential. Storage matters too. The oils inside pumpkin seeds are delicate, sensitive to light and oxygen. Leave them exposed and they oxidize. That's why the right way to keep them is in airtight glass jars away from sunlight and heat. You're not just storing food, you're preserving molecular integrity. These small details decide whether your seeds nourish or harm. Even water interacts with their chemistry. When you soak pumpkin seeds overnight before consuming, you reduce the phytic acid that can block mineral absorption. This simple act of soaking awakens enzymes inside the seed, transforming it from dormant to living food. When you eat soaked seeds, your body receives more minerals, more vitality, more life. It's the difference between eating something preserved and eating something alive. Every cell in your body thrives on this kind of energy. It's not about calories or macronutrients. It's about communication. Each molecule of magnesium, zinc, and protein sends a signal that says, build, repair, calm. Food doesn't just feed you, it informs you. Your genes respond to those signals, turning on protective pathways, turning off inflammation, and rewriting your biological story. Pumpkin seeds are small, but they speak loudly in the language of healing. When you understand this, the act of eating becomes sacred. You're not consuming for pleasure alone, you're engaging in a dialogue with the intelligence of nature. Each chew releases minerals, that each swallow delivers information, each digestion transforms energy into renewal. And when you choose food grown in healthy soil, prepared with care, and eaten with gratitude, your body mirrors that care back to you. If you could see what happens under a microscope after you eat a handful of raw pumpkin seeds, you'd witness something extraordinary. Within minutes, nutrient molecules begin binding to receptors on your cells. Energy production increases. DNA repair enzymes activate. Inflammation markers drop. The seed's life force becomes your life force. It's a transformation so subtle yet so profound that most people miss it, but your body never does. This is why ancient traditions never separated food from medicine. To them, a seed wasn't just something to eat. It was a symbol of renewal, a code of life. And that's exactly what pumpkin seeds represent in the language of biology potential. Stored in small form, waiting to awaken inside you. When you start listening to that potential, everything changes. Your energy, your clarity, your resilience. You realize that the difference between sickness and health often lies in small, consistent choices. The shocking truth about pumpkin seeds isn't that they're miraculous, it's that we've underestimated them. Their healing power isn't loud or flashy. It's patient, intelligent, and perfectly aligned with the rhythms of the human body. And when you allow that rhythm back into your life, your body remembers how to heal itself, one seed at a time. So when you look at a pumpkin seed again, don't see it as a leftover from your kitchen or a garnish for your salad. See it for what it truly is, a message from nature, a reminder that healing doesn't always come in bottles or pills. It often hides in the simplest, quietest forms. Inside every tiny seed lies the same intelligence that designed your body to recover, rebuild, and thrive. The same power that tells a seed to sprout into life also tells your cells to renew themselves. The shocking truth about pumpkin seeds is not that they are extraordinary. It's that we have forgotten how extraordinary the ordinary can be. When you eat them with awareness, you're not just nourishing your body, you're reconnecting to nature's original blueprint for health. You're saying yes to balance, yes to vitality, yes to the wisdom that has been there all along. Let these small seeds be your teachers. Let them remind you that healing isn't about doing more. It's about doing right. Real change begins not when you chase after complexity, but when you honor simplicity. Because when you give your body what it understands, it responds with what you've always wanted: strength, clarity, energy, and life that feels whole again.